Yeah. So, welcome to another episode of Random Shit with Romy Mac and Bubbles is the name that we're going to use from this one. But yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. So, dating leading into your 30s, how is it going?
It's a little crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's difficult.
What's the wildest shit you've seen?
So far in Miami, the craziest thing I've seen on a date is two people having sex on the beach right in front of us.
Well, that's a way to start a podcast, that's for sure. Well, let's give a little backdrop on Bubbles. Where's Bubbles from?
Bubbles is from South Carolina.
Well, I'll be damn.
I'm from the country.
Hey, look at that there.
So I grew up in South Carolina and I joined the Air Force at 20 and got out 2 years ago and been contracting ever since. I'm 29 now.
I'll be damn.
About to be 30.
Shit.
I'm scared. I don't want to get there.
Yeah.
But so I feel like it's about time. Like I need to find a dude to, procreate with.
Right? Yeah.
And
So, with that being said, what is the ideal guy that you're looking for? What would he have to possess?
I mean, he has to have a shit together, you know what I mean? Like
And by shit together, you mean?
a job
Right.
that supports himself.
No, how much does he make at this job?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't? So if
Okay,
if he works at McDonald's.
No. I said support yourself. Can he support himself on McDonald's?
Sure you can. Hi, man, take your oil. Yeah, you
Deliver the
know.
burgers.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you have to make it, I mean, this is Miami. Like, you can't work at McDonald's and seriously have your own, you need to have your own place. Don't live with your mama. Or, I mean, roommates is still kind of weird at 30,
Right.
But have your own car, have ambition. Like, even if you're not where you want to be, at least have a place where you want to be, like, have a goal in mind and be working towards it. Like, that is attractive to me. But,
So you've been in Miami for how long now?
let's see, I got here. It's been about a month and a half.
Right. A month and a half. And how many dates have you been on?
I think like 7.
Get out of here. Wow. Okay. And the guys that you've met have been, what would you say? How would you categorize them?
Subpar.
Subpar. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're looking for the type of guy that would roughly sweep you off your feet by doing what?
I mean, I don't necessarily need to be swept off my feet, but I just need somebody that's on the same level. Like, same level as me, that is just, like, knows where he's going and does not, has his own, like, life. Because a big thing is, dude, that's one of them now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
See
blowing
this
my
shit?
phone up right now.
What type of pimping are we seeing right now?
Look, I might be a little bit of a pimp, okay?
Yeah, just a tad, just a little bit. Un poquito.
I just need, I don't know, like, it's so, like, I don't really have a type. I can't tell you, like, what my type is. But it's so difficult to find somebody that is mature and tall enough and attractive and isn't, like, super.
So you have a height requirement.
I definitely have a height. And people say that's super conceited, but I
it's
just can't.
Shallow, but we are who we are in this world. So if a guy's like 5'5", it's not happening.
No, because I'm 5'5".
So what's your height limit?
5'9".
I mean, as far as like if a 7'5" guy try to approach you.
I mean, I feel like they would just be lanky and awkward. Like,
but what if he's 7'5"?
What's Yao Ming from the
yeah. So what if he's 7'5" and 300 pounds?
No.
And he's got like an arm for a, yeah.
Look, I mean, I'm like a small white child. I can't take
a small white child.
I can't take a 7 foot
like pure white angel.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, but okay, so I feel like maybe 5'9" to 6'3".
5'9" to 6'3". Okay.
I feel like that's a big gap. There should be plenty
and
of guys, right?
What's your weight limit?
Well, that depends on what your weight is consistent
Now, if he's 6'3", 395,
well, is he
all Big Macs.
No,
he likes all snacks.
No snacks on snacks on
so
snacks.
like
okay?
sugars. He takes sugars upon sugars.
Look, I don't claim to be the most fit person in the world.
Right.
I have a little chunk on me.
Okay.
And so a little chunk is fine on a guy. But
Okay.
I don't want him to be Big Macs and Whoppers. Like, I don't eat that.
All right, cool.
So I feel like you should at least try. But, you know, I mean, ideally, I like a guy that's fit and that can pick me up. Like, that's a big turn on for me. Like,
all right,
if you
now,
can pick me up.
Look, so if he's 400 fat but can pick you up,
No. So,
Right.
okay. Look, you're making this difficult.
I'm
I'm narrowing it down real
I'm
small
trying to
right
break
now.
this down for you.
No, you can't be 400.
Letting the big guys know, the big guys that are listening.
But there's a difference between muscle that can hold you up and muscle that can that shows.
So you're saying it wrong. It's different between muscle and fat.
Yes.
Okay. She doesn't like fat guys.
I don't like fat guys.
Shallow as fuck, and that's what it is.
Yep.
Call it what it is. Yeah, that's
I
what it
guess.
is. Whatever.
Is that really shallow though?
Sure. You like what you like.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Does
I
that
got
mean
a weight
shallow?
limit. Don't get me wrong. I can do a little thick. You know, some thick.
Some fat.
Yeah, some thick.
She can eat a burger every now
Yeah,
and then.
she can be thick. But if if you're standing in front of the sun and it's dark at 12 in the afternoon, then we have a problem.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't want any shady women, that stand in
They
front
don't
of the
wanna shade
sun
you.
that just pure shade. We want someone that is like, let's say, if height difference. If you're 5'3", the most you can weigh is possibly 185 to 200.
Man, that's wait, 5'3" at 200 pounds. That is a big girl.
It depends on where
That's a
she
big
put that.
girl.
It depends on where she put it. Because if it's all in those jeans, then the Genuine song is very well.
Is there any more room?
Yeah, what she
for
said.
me in those jeans?
Yep, she's singing on the podcast. Yeah. So, what is the wildest date you've been on?
Well, I've already told you about this day, but it was so I met this guy.
Okay, and how did he come to the house?
He didn't come to the house.
Okay.
Okay, so I met him online because that's how you do things these days.
That's what my cousin told me. Shout
Okay.
out to Tiff, man. I love you, babe.
So he was like super cool online, but I kind of felt like there was like a little thing, right? Like because every single picture he took, his phone was in front of his face, right? So
Yeah.
I was wondering about that, but I didn't really look too much into it. So I went down to Miami or up to Miami. So it was like a 30-minute drive, right?
Now, how long were you in Miami at this point? How many days have you lived here?
I've probably been here maybe 2 weeks. Not even that. Maybe like a week and a half, right? So I drive and he's actually from New York. But he's down here visiting and planning to move down here. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I go down and I pick him up where he's at because he's at like a business convention thing. So I'm like, well, you're driving because I'm not driving Miami traffic. You're the guy. I feel like you should do this. So I move over.
Yeah, you picked up a guy, so
Right, I picked up a guy. So this is like flag number one.
Yeah, that's
right?
red flag right there for sure.
Okay. So I pick him up. He gets in the car and he's talking and he's very attractive. Like he's really cute in the face, right? And
Yes.
I'm like, all right,
That's what we like.
yes.
Yes, girl.
And he's like, he's black, but he's light skinned and he has tattoos all over him, which I really like. And
All right.
it's awesome. So he starts talking and I'm just looking at him. And then all of a sudden he smiles. And I'm just like, no. Because he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the right side of his mouth, but he's missing some teeth.
Oh.
And one is like a little crooked.
Well, I'll be damned.
And one that might have a hole in it. I just don't understand. Like, and my thing is, this dude was in the Army, so I feel like you had the dental insurance that was free. Why didn't they fix your mouth? Like,
shallow, very, but very respectful, very respectable, because we do like you to have all your teeth.
I mean, at least.
So you're basically saying he looked like Jafar in jail on Aladdin or whatever. Whoever makes the gold makes the rules. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, don't be shallow, right?
Good
so I
work,
just told
yeah,
myself, I said, don't be shallow because he's got messed up teeth. But 100%, the first thing I look at on a guy, and this has been in my whole life, is his mouth. Like, so that's, I don't know why, but that's important to me. I take care of my teeth. I've always had very nice teeth. I keep them white. I want my guy to have nice, straight teeth.
Did you have a box of baking soda you could offer him to possibly compensate?
No, but I did find out later that he normally wears a grill to cover it, right? So I was like, well, that makes sense.
Well, I'll be damned.
But he was swimming in the ocean and got hit by a wave and lost
Smile
his grill.
for me, daddy. What you looking at? I want to see your grill. I want to see my what? Yeah. Your grill. Yeah, your grill. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've never actually dated a guy with a grill before, so
Right.
I was like, this could be weird.
All right. Being, I'm pretty sure folks are going to ask and inquire these type of questions, and I'm inquiring as well. Being a white woman, what is it about a black man that attracts you to them? Spotlight like a motherfucker.
I know people ask me this all the time.
Yeah, so
I really feel like black men are more confident. They also are they are more attracted to girls like that have the thicker body, which is like what I have. Like I have thicker thighs, and like I'm not skinny mini, size 0. So
look at this arrogant motherfucker right here.
This is not arrogant. I'm not tiny. I'm not tiny.
Go ahead.
Tiny. But the black guys are like, damn girl, you're thick, and that makes me feel good about myself. So obviously
that southern comfort right there.
I love me some fried chicken and some mashed potatoes. Let me tell you.
Well, I'll be damn, South Carolina.
But I don't know. It's always been that way since I was like my first boyfriend in 2nd grade was a black guy, and I dated my first boyfriend in high school was a black guy, and now all of a sudden I'm talking in my southern accent. It's coming out.
That's good, right there.
But
2 southern people, me being from Virginia and you being from South Carolina. God damn it.
But I don't know, because the first white guy I ever dated, I ended up marrying him. And I know it was bad. I fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up.
I fucked up real bad.
You married the white guy.
It only lasted a year, and then I was like, "Bye, Felicia." And I don't know.
And so, what was the sex like?
What sex?
It was sex, yeah.
So
I'm curious. What do white guys say during sex?
They don't say anything. Look, they make these weird faces, okay, and I can't take it. Like the faces they make.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like what? What sounds they make? I want to. We all want to know.
So my ex-husband, he would like bite his lip, but he would like do this weird thing with his top lip, like this.
And like a fucking fish like from Finding Nemo.
And he would like try to like. It didn't work. I was just like, what are you like? I wasn't even paying attention to the sex. I was more worried about what was happening if he was having a stroke.
Man, she clowning the fuck out of you, dude. Well, we don't give a fuck. Well, go ahead, yeah.
No, but that was a bad relationship altogether. But I've just always been more attracted to guys of color, and I won't say black guys because I like Hispanic guys or whatever. So
what about Asians?
No.
Is there a certain reason why you don't like Asians? Is there a length that has anything to do with it?
Like I've never been with an Asian, so I cannot confirm or deny the length of an Asian. Okay.
Yeah.
But there are rumors.
Rumors, yeah, that they're about 3 inches.
Most Asian guys are like really skinny and tall.
Tall? An Asian?
Yes.
What tall Asian do you know besides Yao Ming?
Maybe that's the only Asian I know.
No, I saw. I don't mean no harm, but they're like 5'5" or lower.
Well, shit, I don't know. But they're all very skinny, and I don't like a skinny guy.
On a damn rice.
I like the the buff, muscular. Got a little meat
little
on
protein.
Me. Yeah, protein.
Like protein enriched.
Yeah, go to the gym. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So.
All right.
Back to my date.
Yes, back to the date because we got sidetracked. It happens. But yeah, back on a date.
All right, so I picked him up. He was driving. I moved over. Whatever. The teeth thing happened. I said, whatever, fuck it. We went to dinner, which was nice. But then he complained about how expensive everything was. But we were in South Beach. So I feel like obviously you knew everything was gonna be a little bit.
Is he from here?
No, he's from New York, right? He said so. He's on vacation.
Yo, son, for real, like real son. Like he was talking to you like, yo, son, for real. Did he call you son at all?
No.
Yo, B, for real, like yo, you know what I mean, ma, like you.
What?
Like you real thick right now. You know what I mean?
Me?
So it's like, yo, for real. Like I'm just asking the question, like, yo, shorty, for real.
Is that how I sound?
No, but that's what that's New York.
Oh, he did not sound like that. Well, so his family's from Texas.
I'll be
So
damned.
he's from Texas, but he's lived in New York.
Have you checked on him since this stuff in Houston?
Yes, I've talked to him almost every day.
What about in Houston? Well, I mean, his family in Houston?
His family is in Houston. So we've been talking about, like, because I would do weather. So he's been asking me all these questions about the hurricane because he quit his job last week because his plan was to move back to Houston to take care of his family for a while.
What was his plan after he quit?
To move back to Houston to make sure his family was good, and then he was coming to Miami.
How can he check for someone to be good if he doesn't have a job?
Listen, I don't know.
All right, well,
I'm just telling you what
carry
he told
on.
me.
The story goes on.
Anyway, so we go to dinner, and he's complaining about how expensive shit is, and we get, like, I just order one drink because I feel bad because I'm like, obviously he doesn't have any money. That's why he's complaining, right? So I'm like, all right, I feel bad, so I order, like, tacos and a margarita. We drink it, whatever, and then
on
it's like
South Beach.
Yeah,
$36.
It was like $100 for dinner, right? Like, it was crazy because we each had one drink and like little mini tacos. So then we get up, whatever. He's like, all right, let's go. So we walk down to like the boardwalk of South Beach, right?
Right.
And we're just walking, chilling, like watching people. And this is the first time I'm on South Beach, and so I'm mesmerized by the craziness that is happening. And so we walk by this one bar, and they have these huge ass like drinks. They're like fishbowl drinks, right? They're huge.
Yes, at the Sugar Factory.
Yeah, so the girl, he's like, yeah, I wanted to try one of these. And I was like, all right, let's go. So we go sit down, and we both order one of these huge ass, I got a
Sugar
daiquiri.
Factory type drinks,
yeah, because I don't like tequila. So
Were you on Lincoln Road?
I don't know. The main road right in front of the beach.
Because Sugar Factory on Lincoln Road is like ridiculous.
It wasn't. It was like a restaurant. But we were like right in front of the beach, right? So the road right on the beach. So then we order these drinks, and I'm drinking, and he's talking, and he's just talking, and then like we're watching all this shit going on the boardwalk, right? Yeah. And like this dude runs full speed by, and we're like, where is he going? And then all of a sudden the cops come, and they're chasing him. They tackle him in the middle of the road. And so I just watched somebody get arrested for the first time in my life. And so that was entertaining. Yes. And he's just talking. And then all of a sudden, like, I started feeling super sick because of all this sweet shit I was drinking, right? So I was like, he's talking. And I was like, listen, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, I'll be right back, right? And so I go to the bathroom, and I get sick. Like, I threw up. And I was like, what is happening right now? And I don't know if it was the tacos or the margarita or not the margarita, the daiquiri. And so I was like, this is so embarrassing. And so I finally okay, I'm good. Like, I calmed down. I got everything out of my stomach that was bothering me.
All right, clearly.
Okay, let's go back to the date.
Detox out the mouth, right?
So I was wash my mouth out, rinse my mouth out as best I could, and I go back, and he's like, all right, let's go walk around. And I'm like, cool. So we're walking around, and we see girls with snakes around their neck. And some dude has a drone, and it's following people, and this is the craziest shit I've ever seen because I'm from a small town, South Carolina, and this shit does not happen there, right?
They don't have drones?
They don't have drones. People can't afford drones and where I'm from.
That's how you feel about South Carolina?
Listen, South Carolina is a beautiful state, but my little town, not so much, okay?
Okay.
So then he's like, well, let's go onto the beach. I'm like, all right, cool. I love the beach. Let's go. And so I got jeans on, have jeans on. And so I roll my jeans up so I can get in the water somewhat. And he's got shorts on, so he rolls his shorts up, whatever. So we get in the water, fucking wave comes, soaks the shit out of me. Anyway, so I'm like, fuck it, whatever. So I just take my jeans off and my shirt off. So I'm in like basically a bikini, except it's not a bikini.
Yes,
It's like,
bra and panties.
it's a bra and panties. And he's in a boxer.
Modified bikini.
And he's in like literally like boxer briefs, right? Modified bathing suit. So
Is he skinty or he got some meat on
no,
him?
he's muscly. He's got a great body.
Oh, he's just muscular.
He's got a great body, okay? He's a personal trainer, just like everybody else in Miami, by
Oh, I see.
the way. Literally everybody in Miami is a personal trainer.
Yep.
Can't find anybody that doesn't go to the gym.
Yeah,
So
because it's a
annoying.
city. This is a materialistic city, so we all have to keep up.
This is why I feel like I have no chance here.
Shit.
Everybody wants the tan, dark-haired, big-boobed girl.
Oh, you stick to who you are.
I am.
Where
I
you
can't
at?
grow my boobs any bigger. They're gonna be an AB cup for the rest of my life, and I can't change that.
Right.
So, and I'm gonna be pale and freckly and redheaded my whole life.
Yes.
So.
Freckly.
Freckly.
Yeah, that word right there. Freckly.
The only tan I have is my freckles.
Yeah, I gotcha. Freckles.
And every freckle I have is a soul I stole. So.
Yeah, a freckle. Oh, you fucking Shang Tsung over here stealing souls. Finish him. Jeez, wow. That was a little creepy right there.
That's my Exorcist voice.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Red rum, red rum.
Have you ever watched The Exorcist?
The Exorcist? Yes, I have seen The Exorcist.
So you know when she's like, your mother's in here with us?
her head spins
Yes, I
around
can
like
do
a
that voice
motherfucker.
perfectly.
Nah, no thank you. No
You don't want
thank
me
you.
to do
No, I'm all right.
All right, fine.
We're good. Stranger Things, as what's on the screen right
Yes,
now.
that's coming back.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Okay, so I haven't even got to the good part of this date.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so we're on the beach. We lay out some towels that he stole from a hotel down the street on the way to the beach. We're chilling, and he's like, so we get in the water, and then I get wet, and I'm like, whatever. So then we're like boxers and panties and a bra, right?
Right.
No big deal. And so we're like swimming out in the waves. He's being super cute, picking me up, like carrying me around.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. He's like so sweet, and he's really strong, and like I like this guy.
Yes.
I'm trying to look past the
Picking
teeth.
me up is so strong, but your teeth look
teeth
fucked
need-
up.
And then he tells me, I usually wear a grill, but I lost it when the wave hit me. And this is when I kind of
Kill yourself.
I'm like, well, now I know why you wear a grill, because your teeth are messed up.
What in the fuck?
Is it fucked up?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Oh.
We're at 22 minutes.
Okay. So then we're just like hanging out. All of a sudden we see two people. They're like right in front of where our towels and like all of our stuff are, right? And I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. The guy's like laying down, the girl's kind of on top of him. I'm like, oh, that's cute. They're making out, blah, blah, blah. So then we look past them, right, at our stuff. And there's a dude going through our shit. He's picking up my bag and like going through our stuff. And the guy I'm with, he's like, yo, let go, let go, let go. Because he was holding me. So I
He
let
was
him
just
go.
trying to make sure that y'all had all y'all stuff.
That's exactly what he said. So he dropped me in the water and like took off running like a damn fucking Usain Bolt or whatever. And
A pimp break right here. Just had to pimp.
so he tackled. It's a homeless dude. Ends up being a homeless dude going through our stuff, right, trying to steal all our stuff. So he tackles the dude in the sand. And the dude was like, oh, I wasn't taking your stuff. I wasn't taking your stuff. I'm just watching these two people fucking. And the dude's like, we're like, what are you talking about? So we turn around, and the two people that were on the beach in front of our stuff, the girl is forehead on abs. I swear to God, like fucking just throat deep on this dude, right?
Deep throat. Deep throat.
And then I walk by her, and she looks up at me, and she's like, everything okay? And I'm like, everything's great, girl. Go back to what you were doing. So she just right back all the way down her throat. Like, I don't even know how she's breathing right now, right?
My kind of woman.
So they continue to do that. The homeless guy leaves, and then old boy comes back in the water and, tries to be all sweet and cute again. However, it's very hard to be sweet and cute when two people are just going at it on the beach. Like 10 yards from us. Not even that far, okay?
10 yards. That's a first down.
So, first down. Carolina. Woo!
Yeah.
So, it's like a train wreck. You can't look away, but you want to. but you can't. So that night I got to watch 2 people having sex.
Well, enjoy that.
So the guy's sitting there, and he's okay. So it's a really tall and really skinny white guy.
Right.
The girl is a very chunky, short Hispanic girl. So it's
Ay, que linda, mami.
it's oh que rica. So
Yeah.
it's very entertaining. It's a very like mismatch. And the guy, he's doggy styling her. He throws his hands in the air and he's like, "This is the best sex ever."
In the ocean, yeah.
And she just like
She got
she's
fish.
just like hollering.
She got fish falling in the pussy. Got fucking stingrays coming by.
I'm like, what is happening? So me and this guy are trying to have like, you know, a moment, trying to be like romantic, even though he has half his teeth. And they're over here on the beach having sex. And then I look down the beach maybe like 20 yards, and there's another couple just getting it on. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, this is what South Beach is, like my first experience. So,
Wow.
then they keep going, and we're like, all right, let's get out of the water. So we like walk around them as far as possible, and then go like drag our stuff up the beach a little, so we're like
Right.
away from them. Then they finish. He comes running down the beach, just doing the helicopter dick, right? Like, and he's like, yeah. And she's got her phone on, taking a video, except the flash is on. So his whole entire
Dick.
area
His deck.
his deck is lit up,
Yeah.
and he's just wiggling it around.
Yeah, he's
And-
doing the beat it up right dance. I got you, baby boy. He's doing the beat it up right dance.
I'm cracking up. The guy I'm with is like, hell no, dude. Like, put that shit
He
away.
in the
Like,
dicks.
nah,
He in
nah.
the dicks too.
So that was my first experience on South Beach.
Ah.
And the
Okay.
first date with this guy. But he went back to New York like the next day. There was more. After we left the beach, like he went to go meet. He was gonna go. I was taking him home because it was my car, right? So we were gonna
Right.
go to his house, and I was gonna drop him off. and
Yeah,
then I
he a
was gonna come back
scrub
here.
because
So-
you in your car and he, yeah, whatever. He's a scrub.
I
But
know.
go ahead.
So, he was like, met up with his friend who was a female. Apparently, she got jealous that I was in the car. And made a
Yep.
whole scene.
What is she?
Hispanic.
Ethnicity?
Some kind of Hispanic, I don't know.
Hispanic, and he is what?
Black.
He
He's
is
just black.
like African
He's
American.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, I don't know what. Anyway, like at the time, he didn't know that she was into him, but now that I've talked to him more, like now he knows. I'm like, I could have told you that night
hate
because she was acting
Nash.
trifling. But anyway, so then, I mean, that was it. He was a very gentleman, but that was a crazy night. And we've talked a lot since then. And like I said, he's going to his parents are in Houston with the flooding. And
Right.
so he's been waiting for the airport to open so he can get down there to help them out.
Well, that shit is underwater right now. I saw a picture
know.
of Delta Airlines. I saw planes. There's a few planes just underwater. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
I doubt. Yeah,
He
yeah.
said he's
no,
gonna fly to San Antonio tomorrow, and so that at least he's closer. But he said he was gonna move to Miami, and he asked me at one point, you know, like what if he did move down here, like what would happen? And I had to be honest.
Right.
I was like, look, I don't know if we would even be together. I was like, absolutely do not move here because of me.
Yeah.
I had to tell him, you know, and I
Well-
was like,
Well, being married before, what is some advice you can give to a young lady who has probably been in your predicament? What can you offer to them as far as like marriage goes? What would you say advice you would give on marriage?
I mean, absolutely 100% live with the person before you marry them and date them for longer than 6 months before you marry them.
Wow. I mean, my parents were together 3 months and then they got married, and they're still together. To
Sometimes
this day.
it works with people. And I can, yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it does, and you get lucky, but
Your standards have to be the same.
Yeah.
If your standards are any different, then that's where I feel like it's going to waver. But for those that that have the same standards, it works a little bit better.
Yeah.
They gel better.
I mean, it was a tech school thing for me. You know, it was like, oh my God, I've been in basic training for 8 weeks, and then I come to tech school, and the first guy I meet, like, oh my God, I'm in love. You know,
Yeah.
don't do that shit. Wait, live with the guy, you know, spend some time with him, like, spend years, meet his family, just figure out everything. But my issue with mine was it wasn't that we didn't get along, but it was just that he couldn't keep his dick in his pants. That was the problem.
I see.
So,
Right.
don't put up with that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're better than that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean,
So how do you feel about that being said, how do you feel about men and infidelity as far as like their ability to stay faithful? Do you believe in that?
I mean, I think if a guy is in the mindset that, hey, he wants to settle down and this is the time for him, then absolutely he's capable of doing that. But somebody once told me that men cheat solely for physical purposes, and women cheat for emotional purposes. Like,
That's very true.
yeah. So
There's an emotional attachment to it. So Chris Rock, has a stand up, and it was Bigger and Blacker, and he says a man is as faithful as his options. Mm-hmm. So I can neither confirm nor deny
that means keep your man in the house. Don't let him leave ever.
That's and very insecure, but it's very interesting. When a person's ready, they're ready. Yeah. There's always going to be temptation. From what I've learned, I mean, my past relationship, I had issues. I would say it's more so me. The old me was fighting the new me, which was becoming me. And by the time I had learned to accept the new me, the lady that I was with had already knew the old me. Mm-hmm. So she had in her mind that I was being the old me.
Right.
So it was a growing pain, and I'm a lot better. I would say I'm a lot better for it, and I wouldn't go into another relationship until I was ready, and so I get it as far as like being with myself, and it's great. I love being, I would say just myself and not answering to no one but myself. And is the house quiet? Sure, it's quiet. You know what I mean, compared to what it was before, but at the same time, it's mine.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, I love that. I mean, I don't have a dog or anything as much like you.
Until the end of the month, and then you have my dog.
Right. Yeah. We'll discuss about that. I definitely care about your dog, and you would want somebody that knows more about dogs to care for them than me.
You.
Yeah. We'll see.
You absolutely have to be 100% okay with you. Like, this is who you are before you decide to get married. Because I didn't know. Like, when I got married, I was still in a transition period. Like, at 22 years old.
So how did he propose?
Oh, do you really want to know? Because this is a
podcast.
So, I was in the dorms on the Air Force Base, right?
Military. Yeah.
So he came to visit. This is so embarrassing that I actually said yes to this. It's so embarrassing. So I don't know why he thought of this. Anyway, basically I got proposed to in my bathroom, of my dorm. So he wrote on my mirror, in fucking, I don't know, lipstick or eyeliner or something, whatever he could find. It was like, will you marry me? On my bathroom mirror. So then he put 2 pieces of paper on the counter, yes and no. So, I picked yes, and it was look in the closet. And I was like, all right. So I went and looked in the closet, and then I found a piece of paper that was look behind you. And so I turned around, and he's there, breathing heavy and sweating, on one knee with a ring that I picked out, by the way.
All that sweaty white meat, just sweating white meat.
I can never be with a white guy again. But, I mean, I was 22 and I thought I was in love, and
well, I was 18.
I just wasn't.
I was 18 when I proposed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I proposed to my then ex at 18 years old, and I just knew that this is what you're supposed to do when you go in the military. You get married, and this is how life begins.
Yeah.
But actually, your life is, like I said, life is just getting started. So You had, I was at a position where, she was living in Virginia. I was in Fort Walton Beach at Herbert Field, Air Force Base.
Herbert
Herbert was great. And I talked to one of my my older airmen, and I asked him, I was like, you think I should do this? Nope. And right then and there, everything became clear to me, and I was just like, I'm not gonna go through with this. I mean, she cried hard. She had a gun. I remember her having a gun in her drawer. So, I talked about, we probably should wait off on this whole thing. And then when I got back to, when I got back to Herbert Field, I sent her a letter. Yeah, I did some bitch shit.
Like a Dear John letter?
Yes, I did. A Dear John letter saying,
John, you actually sent a Dear John letter?
Yes, a John sent, yeah, that shit. Just give out my government name, why don't you?
Sorry.
It's totally fine because you're talking to a Romy now, so it's all good. A guy, who knew? Another guy named Romy. You gotta respect that.
I do. Now that he's saying that, I have a date with a guy named Romy tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited.
That's pretty cool.
Should be for great stories.
Yes.
And he's Cubano.
Yeah, Cubano.
And he calls me Dulce de Coco.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna say I'm cocoa. Yeah, whatever. Get you some cocoa.
No, I can't. That's my thing. 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
That's all you give them?
That's how long they have to wait after they show that they actually deserve.
You think you have a 3 week rule?
3 week rule.
And that works?
Yes.
You
see what happened to Reese?
Listen. A guy will wait fucking 20 years to get pussy. What? And then you will see a person for who they are. It doesn't matter how long you wait.
20 years? You're gonna wait 20 years just to get some pussy?
Listen. If a girl, listen, it's just like a girl you knew in high school and you never had a chance to be with her in a sexual sense. You will wait if it means 15 years. You will wait. And then she will see, and then, I hate to tell you the truth, but then she's going to see him for who he is. And that's what it boils down to. Now, Steve Harvey has he gave in his book a 90-day rule. That's great. Before you see any benefits. Yeah, it's all cool. Well, good. 3 weeks, great. Whatever. Whoever that person is who they are. And, you just got to hope that you would hope your assessment of their character is something deemed worthy of what you consider, a benefit. And that's just what it would boil down to.
I mean, I felt like my 3 week rule was a good foolproof. Like, if you're going to wait 3 weeks, then you're worth it. But apparently, no.
Nah,
well, that's my thing with, anybody.
As
soon as we were like, all right, we're dating, then it's 3 weeks.
Right.
Because if you want to take a month and a half to be like, okay, we're dating and we're exclusive, then you still have to wait 3 more weeks. Like, that's been my thing the whole time. If
a guy is waiting, again, like I said, a guy will wait whatever time that is. I mean, he may do what he's doing in his, in the meantime, but for that particular person, and he's waiting for, he's waiting for her, then it ain't gonna matter. It won't matter. The time limit. So that 3 week rule you have, I wouldn't necessarily go by that. I would more so go by the person's intentions and ask that person's intention.
That's what happened with,
look here.
The Reese thing.
This right here. The eyes never lie, chica. They never lie, okay?
Okay.
Remember that.
Okay.
The eyes, chico. They never lie, man.
The ojos.
Yeah.
His eyes, I think.
That's exactly right. Where are we now? All right, cool.
I mean, that's what happened with that guy. And then I was like really into him. And it was always like every conversation was like jokes about sex. And I was like, all right, obviously this is something that you really want. And so I asked him, I was like, what do you want? Because I am not into just sleeping with guys. Like, that's not what I'm almost 30. Like, I'm too old for that shit. I'm done being a hoe. Which is nothing wrong with being a hoe.
No one's ever
I loved being a
hoe. The lies you tell. No one's ever done being a hoe because
let me believe the things
man
that I believe,
that you want to be with wants you to be a hoe in the bedroom. Believe that shit.
That's different.
Yeah.
Freaking the sheets in a
Yeah,
in the streets, whatever.
Yeah.
Lady in the streets and the freaking whatever.
All that, yeah.
That's different.
Ludicrous lyrics from Usher, we got it.
Yeah. Okay.
She really did that.
But no, I mean, like, he put in the time, like, in the effort, and I would still, every time he said something, it was like sexist and sex joke that and sex joke that. So then he came over and he stayed the night, and everything was good. He was very gentleman. He was super sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
And then in the morning, he tried to do all the sweet talking and the kissing on my neck and the rubbing my back and the holding me down sexy, like,
oof.
woo!
Woo.
And he had me going, and I had to stop him, right? And I was like, listen, I gotta go take the dog outside.
Yeah.
I gotta get away from the situation.
Just had you swiffering.
Woo! It was hot. I was
It's
hot.
hot and steamy.
I was ready,
in
but I
here.
had to, I had to go. I had to take myself out. So then, I went outside to get away from, calm down. And he came outside, and he was like, I gotta go get ready for work. And that's the last thing I heard from him. So obviously, the fact that I would not sleep with him, he did not want to be with me or talk to me anymore. So that's how I know you need to wait.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
No.
It's been the magic number so far.
Whatever works for you. I'm telling you as a guy that 3 weeks don't mean shit.
But it's 3 weeks after, hey, I'm your girlfriend. So if you want to take 2 months or 5 months or 6 months to be like, hey, I'm your girlfriend or you're my boyfriend, then you get to wait 3 extra weeks on top of that. So, because I'm like, I want a commitment, then you gotta wait. So I know that you're actually committed, and then we can do it. And let me tell you, it's worth it. Okay.
Yeah, well, you just advertised that, so that's great.
Hey, everybody in podcast world.
It's certainly worth it for you to wait 3 weeks after committing to this young lady.
This little ginger ninja can rock your world.
All right, Shanae.
Okay. Oh,
Jesus.
Shanae.
My
My ghetto name is Biscuitisha. Get it right.
Biscuitisha? A biscuit t-shirt?
Biscuit and gravy. You're the butter to my biscuit.
All right, Southern Carolina. Yeah. Well, it's been about 40. I would say it's a little bit over 40 minutes for your podcast.
I feel like I talked the whole time.
That's good. That's what you're supposed to do. So it should be entertaining. So, is there anything else you want to say before we conclude your interview?
Just, I'm sure I'll have more stories for you. I already have more stories.
Right. Well, this is only the first. This is part 1.
This is going to be a great series.
You're going to be around for a very long time, and jealousy will not be tolerated. So,
jealousy of what?
Jealousy is the fact of you and the bond that you've created with a certain individual. So
nobody will get in between us, I promise.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But so from here with Bubbles, this is Romy Mac, but we're gonna sign off from here.